Hi, I'm Peter Haddock, and I'm here at the Intermat Pre-Press Conference with, guess who? Volvo and Sandra here. Sandra, we've known each other for a while now, and I've followed the journey of electrification with Volvo, and, you know, low emissions is one of the key themes of Intermat. So I'm assuming you're going to bring some electrification with you on your stand, but also tell me what else is going to be able to be seen by people, the solutions and the wider Volvo rips of equipment.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have this time a shared stand together with the Volvo Group in France. So it is Volvo Trucks with us, Volvo Penta, Volvo Financial Services, and us, Volvo CE. And we will show actually all the solutions and technologies to decarbonize the showcase. So every technology and services would be like helps the customers to reduce their footprint.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the equipment itself then that will be on the stand and what you'll be showing.
One big part, as you said before, it's electric. So we show our compact electric lineup. But also first time what we see in France, first time is the EC230 Electric. It's a 20-ton machine,
Right.
fully electric. We have also an L120 Electric, also first time here in France. But we also want to show on the other side a prototype of a fuel cell hydrogen articulated hauler of the first time.
Okay, so that is big news for me, folks. So that makes me smile quite a bit because I've been waiting for the hydrogen moment from Volvo. Let's dive straight into that. So tell me a little bit about the product and its capabilities and what you're trying to achieve with it.
It's actually to show that the technology works.
Right.
I mean, it's a prototype, and we have shown it now on different exhibitions, also in a demo area, so you can see how it drives.
Yep.
You can, in the end, also drink the water on the side. It's
Okay.
full power.
Yeah.
But it actually shows that we have different technologies in front of us, and we are clear that not everything will be electrified.
That's right.
But we have more to come, and we are working on that. When it comes to the hydrogen fuel cell, the technology works, but of course it's like the infrastructure, what's not there.
Yeah.
But I think that's even so we need to plan in front of us. I mean, we would like to be, we call it here also move to zero. So we would like to go down to zero, and then we need to test and try different technologies.
It's fantastic to see that that's in the process, and you know everybody's looking at how hydrogen's going to come into play, and we all know it's all about the infrastructure, folks. But you know, having that process of saying, can we use it on larger equipment? Is it going to work? Have we got the power and the capacity to make it identical to the diesel equivalent, so people don't notice that they're in there? And of course, we've got areas in the world now where people need zero emissions. They need it now, but also, you know, they're open to it and they're looking at how to use electrification. So tell me about the bigger stuff with the electrical, because you know everybody knows smaller machines, you know, they're not used as much. They're probably, you know, going to be in a yard potentially loading and unloading, but then able to charge. The larger machines are machines that you're going to see like the workhorse of the job site. So tell us about those new machines that people are going to see and what the sort of capacity capability is of them.
It's a 20-ton excavator.
Yep.
What you will show is also like, I mean, the next question after electric. The machine works totally fine. It's the same power. We had tests, we have customers. We have also now the first customer in France who got the machine on site.
Yeah.
So we have real experience, also French ones. Intermat, very important. And it's like the first question is of course the charging. So we will show also like our power unit, how to charge it and to explain, because I think the trust in the technology is there.
Yes.
It's just like always the question about the charging, and we are prepared. We have solutions how to share it.
Yeah, and I think you're right there.
Yeah.
And I think for me, you know, it's all about the full shift scenario as well, because you know if you can go and power up to sort of 80% over your lunch hour or your breaks or whatever, if you can put the charging solution next to where the job site is and actually, you know, not be tracking to charge and things like that as much as people have had to be doing as early adopters, then that always makes sense. So for me, it's interesting that we're seeing a bit of hydrogen there in Intermat. We're also seeing the electrification, but you talked about how this solution comes together.
Yeah.
Now that is really important because the individual equipment can do its individual things, but bringing it all together is what contractors and big plant hirers want to actually be able to understand. So what is Volvo going to be talking about and displaying in that sense?
We have a big part actually of the stand will be really looking on services and solutions. I mean, we know in the reality now that we have not everything electrified, but we have programs which we can support our customers to reduce their footprint. We have like a CO2 Reduction Program where we analyze all the sites and then we give tips and tricks. There is like also site optimization there is connected map that you can really digitalize also your site where you're working on, and then you feed in all the information which are there, and then you're getting more protective, and in the end you save CO2, and that's the main target also what you would like to show.
So Volvo is going to be at Intermat, folks, in April. I'm going to be at the show as well, electric and hydrogen, but also for me it is about, you know, making the difference right now. The tools that we need to make that carbon difference, you know, reducing idle time, fuel burn, doing things in a more productive way is the win we can get now for the environment. So great to see all of that encompassed at the same time. Good to see you.
Thank you, and see you in France.
You will.